Welcome to the Reuse Show with Lynda Washington.
And David Santiago.
We are here today to let you know that we are reviewing ourselves, the Reuse Show. So you may say, what does reuse mean? Reuse is when you are in life and maybe you're not where you thought that you would be. And you say, well, you know what? It's too late. I wanted to do something else with my life. Oh, but I guess I'll just settle for what I'm doing right now. No, you can reuse you. And we have our gear out today. I'm wearing the T-shirt, reuse. And David is sporting the cap, reuse.
Yes,
so you
the
can
hat.
send in for your hat. You can send in for your T-shirt.
Come
wear
get it.
wherever you go because you'll be letting everybody that see you know. I reinvented myself. There was some place where I was in my life that I didn't want to be, and I started my life all over again. I reused me, and you can reuse you too.
Yes, you can. Absolutely. There's something everybody always desired to do that you can actually get into and that you could probably try to fit in your life now, your busy lives. If not, sometimes it's just something you need to do and just revamp your whole lifestyle, right? You know, so you can fit it in and do it. As she just did her book. And
Yes.
being an author myself, I know the type of work and time that it takes to get into that. And that's awesome because she has a book and a workbook now for, well, you know, why am I talking about it? Go ahead. You talk
But
about it.
thank you very much, David. But you do such a great job.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I was running for an elected office position, and I was not successful in my run. So then I asked myself, well, what is it that I want to do with my life now? And I just came up with the concept. You don't have to stay where you are in life. You don't have to just stay where you are and be stagnant. You can do something different with your life. And I wanted to have a talk show. And so the Lord inspired me to have the Reuse Show, to redo you all over again. You may tell someone, can you go and recopy that for me? Or can you go and redo that for me? Well, what better to do over than to do yourself over? So we have on our caps today, we have on our T-shirts today, Reuse, and we also have the book that I wrote entitled, He'll Turn Your Tears to Diamonds.
Yes.
Not only did we write a book, but we also wrote a journal that goes with the book. And so I'm so happy to let you know that it's available on my webpage. If you go to that's my email, JILOTA, the number 4, LAWlaw.com. JILOTA, the number 4, LAW.com. And you can see and you can order my new book. We just had the book signing Saturday.
Yes, we did.
And it was incredible. If
was
you
awesome.
wasn't there,
Awesome
you
event.
missed it. He'll turn your
Yes.
tears to diamonds.
Absolutely. We had a great crowd. They enjoyed it. We had someone singing. We had a keynote speaker. We had a bunch of people there that just really enjoyed everything that we did. My awesome introduction to this amazing woman who has done so many things.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. You hear it from me all the time. No, she doesn't. Anyway, but you know, she we did that, and I had a lot of people there, and we actually had some of them as guests today on our show, but we'll get to that later because we want to talk about something very important and dear to us and dear to her is this amazing book.
I am so honored to have the publishing company, Marilyn Alexander, that wrote this book. She is a phenomenal publisher, and I mean to have
Yes.
the book and my marketing company to get out the journal, the workbook that goes with the book.
Yes.
So when you read my story of 3 generations of women, me, my mother, and my grandmother, 3 generations of women, and the things that we have gone through, whether they were heartbreak, disappointments, you know, just things that happened in our lives, how our lives parallel. Sometimes you'll have a generational curse and generational blessings. And
Yeah.
then also how we had victories and we had triumphs and things that we experienced that was so similar we had no idea that we would. So I just want to take this opportunity and ask all of you all to go on Facebook Live, hit that share button, let them know that David and Lynda's on the Reuse Show. We're
The
going to come back and
Reuse
talk
Show.
about the book and the journal in a little bit, but we want to thank all of our guests that was on our show today.
Absolutely. They were awesome. It was
Marilyn Foster.
Marilyn Foster, tremendous woman.
Author.
Author, she does. It was really a show that was really near and dear to me because we have you know, everybody who was an author and writer on there besides the entrepreneur and of course the Reverend. But those, you know, first guests were, you know, writers like me. So just to hear their story inspired me.
Yes.
It moved me, and I'm hoping maybe some of the things that I said to them also inspired and moved them because I have a story as well that we've been talking about a little bit on this show. And, you know, those type of things is what we really, it just connects to the Reuse Show all day long.
Absolutely. And David, tell them about your book. I know you have Plastic Sisters.
Yeah.
And you have the Iron Flower.
Yes.
And you're working on some things that's coming up right now. I know
Yes.
you're working out there where you live at, in New York and New Jersey. We're so honored to always have you fly into Chicago and help co-host the
Thank
show.
you.
But I mean, you're doing
It's
some
always a
phenomenal
pleasure.
things out there. You're gonna even be in a play or a movie yourself.
Yes. So many things I'm trying to tap into. Well, I'm going to say I'm tapping into is first and foremost is my publishing company, because what's near and dear to me is my writing, my books. I'm on Amazon, so you can find me on Amazon, David Santiago. And, I write screenplays, which is also near and dear to me, because to me, I'm a storyteller and I can tell stories. But my publishing company, as well as everything that I do with fitness, which is my day job, but I have a passion for that. But I also do a lot of other things or I'm tempted to do other things, which I'm a little bit of acting. Shout out to Denise Hill out there in Indiana, and everything that we're doing over there. We're going to be doing some movies. We're going to be doing some plays. We're going to actually turn this book, Miss Washington's book, we're going to turn into a play.
Awesome.
And we're also going to turn it into a screenplay.
Awesome.
So we can develop a movie. So
that is incredible.
That is. So those are the things those are the things that we have to do.
Can't call me when I'm shooting live.
So we're doing all this, and then the sky's the limit. So I'm one of those people that I feel that if everything is connected to what my passions are, it's fine. Like, for example, with my fitness and my nutrition, I wrote books for both. So, everything that I'm doing, like I said, I'm actually even thinking about doing some things about business that, I experienced in my past. So I might even write something, when it comes to that, because I have a passion for that as well, just to make sure that my finances stay right. Things that I worked on my credit in the past, like that. So there's a multitude of things that I'm working on. Besides, of course, there's the Reuse show. There's my internet radio show is coming back. It's going to be a little bit different than before.
Awesome. That's incredible.
But that information is out there for everybody, because I get a lot of questions about writing. But if you look up Urban Fiction News, shout out to Casey Blaze. We're gonna come back and do another show. And we used to give away information for free, but I'm also going to be doing Facebook Lives every once in a while for anybody who has questions about writing, how to write, how to get in fitness, how to work out, how to eat better, anything that has to do with veganism, anything that has to do with vegetarianism, and all that type of stuff. So I'm also going to do stuff, like I said, about business and credit also, just to give people out there that knowledge that I receive for free. And I'm going to give it out there so they can try to improve those things that improve not only your individual self, but also improves the community.
That is incredible. You are doing a lot of things, David. You are very busy.
Yes, I am.
And you have to stay in shape. Now I see why you work out and why you're a trainer. I may have to try to come out there and get in your gym or get you to get me and some of my girlfriends in shape here in Chicago.
Yes, I definitely can do that, and that's what I do. And one thing that I do every day is, there's a lot of ways people can give back, but to be an example of practice what you preach and preach what you practice, but also walking that walk. So every day that I'm sitting out there, I feel like just being that display of completeness, mind, body, and spirit, working on those things, because they definitely do enhance you in every area. So I do, every time I'm sitting there talking to anybody that I can talk to or that's interested in anything with fitness, anything with nutrition, I do let them bend my ear, and I also allow me to bend the ear, and also allow them to get a few minutes with them and give them some priceless information, stuff that I utilize and learn over the years, and maybe can lead them in the right direction when it comes to that.
Well, you know what? I'm just so excited because we're also doing Facebook Live, and everybody is hitting me up on Facebook, and they want to talk to us, but I'm letting them know you can't talk to us while we are hosting. We are hosting our Reuse show. So all you have to do is just tune into Facebook Live, and I'm so excited about all the things that you're doing out there, David. You are definitely a person that's easy to talk to, because a lot of people that have your status quo, they are so standoffish, and you can't get next to them. You can't talk to them. But even when you fly here to Chicago, and we're going to be going on location in so many different cities and states taking the show, you're very approachable, and you give people a realistic diet and a realistic regimen to exercise, because sometimes people are like me. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I'll go to the health club and I'll work out for an hour, and then I'll leave there and go to Baskin Robbins and eat 3 scoops of ice cream. I feel like I deserve it.
Yeah.
And I know that's contradictory. You can't eat like
course.
that.
No. you just want to try to keep focused once you're on that right road. You just want to stay focused and take it little by little. Could you go stop by and treat yourself to some ice cream every once in a while? Absolutely. But the thing is that you have to set your goals accordingly. So if this month you want to drop, your goals might be 40 pounds. And if you get ahead of your goal and you want 40 pounds in 6 months, and say the first month you knock off 20, congratulate yourself, because now you're a little bit ahead of your goals. So what you want to do now is just say, I have a target of maybe 5 pounds a month, but now you're way ahead because your first month was tremendous, that you can treat yourself a little, but continue. Consistency is the key. It's the key to everything. It's the key to anything you're trying to accomplish. As a writer, that when you wrote your book, you had to write an hour a day, 2 hours a day. Sometimes you're going to put 5 hours a day. Some days you're only going to put 5 minutes into it. But it's the same concepts and the same thing that you do with working out. But some days you want to work out an hour. Some days you want to work out 5 minutes. So, listen to your body, listen to your mind, listen to your spirit. And once you tap into all those things, you'll know what to do. And you'll see those accomplishments come. You'll see that consistency will pay off.
And I just want to appreciate you for that. And I want to thank all of you all that are watching today, the Real You Show. So call your neighbors, call your friends, and let them know that David and Lynda are on live. We're on Facebook Live. We're on LinkedIn Live. We're on Twitter Live. And we are here in the studio. And we want to give a big shout out to Family Christian Network for all that they do.
Yes.
And for their 53 million viewers that are watching us right now.
To my man, Dr. Larry Fisher, of course.
Viewers. Dr.
A lot
Larry
of love for
Fisher
him.
And First
He's
Lady
always.
Patty Fisher. And
Patty Fisher,
we
always.
have the number
They're
one
awesome.
tech, Roland. Give it up for Roland. I give my own drum roll.
There you go.
Woo! Roland is the best. Nobody
Roland
can
is
have
the
Roland on
best.
their show but me. And we are so
He's
awesomely,
ours. All
and
ours.
we are
All
so
ours.
appreciative of the hospitality that he's shown to us on the radio show
he's
here
always working
at the
extra for
Family
us.
Christian Network Center.
Yes.
And for all of those that want your own show, you should call Dr. Fisher. He will work with you. You could come and have your own show like David and I are doing today. I want to thank Marilyn Foster that came on our show earlier. A great author like we talked about. I want to thank Pastor John Pitts, the pastor of Holy Praise Tabernacle out in Sauk Village, Illinois, for coming and sharing with us what his church is going to be doing the month of May. They're going to have an hour of prayer Monday through Friday. Anybody can come into their church and can pray. I want to also thank our beautiful entrepreneur, Dolores Green, that came and shared with us that if when you go to church, let me get you glamified, let me get you beautiful, let me get you in a position where you can have self-esteem about yourself. And she also talked about her credit repair that she's doing.
Yes.
I want to thank our young poet that came. I said it.
Yes.
Poet.
Yes, he was awesome.
Yes.
Yes, and everybody that came through, I mean, they're always good. We've been blessed to have some great shows. Of course, we have to keep in mind that all of this wouldn't be possible without the Christ Family Network.
That's right.
They have been awesome with us, and just giving us a venue, an opportunity for people to hear what we have to say, and hopefully anyone who does have anything to say can also follow our lead. And I know everything is usually there's you have to have resources to do certain things, but the thing is with a group like this, our Christ Family Network, is they're always trying to look for things to help the community, as they always do. So they'll work with you.
And
so
you are
know
listening to us on Christ Family Network Radio.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're awesome, and we gives us a reach. The Christ Family Network has been awesome with us, like you said, and people out there that listen to the network all the time. We're thankful for them listening to us, and they've been giving us great feedback, and feel that we are definitely somebody that should be on here, and people, and because we speak positive all the time, that we should people like us and reach out to other people to come out and share their voice as well.
And Christ Family Network reached 90 countries.
90
we are being
countries.
seen today in 90 countries. As you see us here, this is being aired into 90 different countries, and it is just so fabulous that they have noted and they have documented with their stats 53 million viewers.
Wow.
53 million
That's
viewers
awesome.
in 90 countries are watching David and I sit here and talk about this book that the Lord has blessed me to write. He'll turn your tears to diamonds, along with the journal, the workbook that goes along with
Absolutely.
it. And this was a dream that I had about 3 generations of women. My mother, E.R. Allen, a great pastor here in Chicago, Illinois. Her mother, my grandmother, Veda Goldsmith, that lived in Monroe, Louisiana, along with myself. 3 generations of women and how our lives paralleled. And if you just heard what David said, next year we're going to be doing a live play, a stage play of the book. And we're going to be doing auditions. I've been blessed with the director. Her name is Denise. And David was able to put me in contact with that beautiful woman. And so what's some of the things that she does?
Oh, Denise Hill is a playwright in herself. She also has actually shot some shorts that she has entered into a few different contests. So she's even Denise Cole Hill, if you want to find her and work with her on Facebook. She's doing a lot of things, when it comes to the art. She's a screenplay writer. She's actually wrote 6 books. So there's a lot of different things that she's doing that are in the business. And she's actually, I'm inspired by her because I would like to one day direct. I would love to, I'm already writing screenplays, but the thing is, when we first start writing, becoming not only an author, one day we would like to be the boss, be the publisher, be in screenplay writing, be the director of the movie, so people can not just watch our vision, but you can actually direct that vision. So actually have people see exactly what you feel and putting it on camera in the way that you see it, instead of someone else interpreting your story. You can do it yourself. So that's another accomplishment that she has that I haven't been able to accomplish yet, but it is one of my goals.
And to know that, this is how God works, because primarily our viewers are Christians. To let you know, this is how God works. I had a vision to write a book, and this is all about reviewing you. I had a vision to write a book and to be an author. Today, I am a legitimate author. This is the back of my book, talking about what the book is about and talking a little bit about the author of the book, which is myself. This was just a dream that I had. Talking with David and sharing with him, who is my confidant, my friend. He is so, knowledgeable in this area of book writing and being an author of many publications himself. He hooked me up with her, and she said, "Oh yes, I would love to direct the screenplay that David wants to write to be a movie for your book." Do you all understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I cannot believe that a movie is going to be about my book. I am so excited. I am super excited about it.
Absolutely.
And my friends are just so ecstatic for me. At the book signing, we was just screaming. We was clapping. We
got people out here happy for us, cheering on the side.
I know, cheering on
Dolores
the
out there. Thank you.
My book, Dolores Green, my son, KJ, my sister, all of my family, Dolores and Bridget, the owner and the CEO of Chicago Bridge Magazine, and all of my family, magazine. And Peppy, we're just coming together because, sometimes God has sent friends in your life that are never going to leave. These are 40-year-old friends in my life that I've known for 40 years, and they are entrepreneurs and successful business women. You'll see them on the cover of the magazine that they're going to feature me on our Humbly Say of Chicago Bridge Magazine. And so with David, knowing all that I'm trying to do, he was like, "Lynda, that's what I do. I'm a screenplay writer." I'm like, "You are?"
Yeah.
Like, I want to write the screenplay for a movie for your book. I'm dropping the mic.
There you go.
I couldn't take it. I'm like, "David, I'm so glad that I know you." But God will put people in your path. Yes, you. God will put people in your path to be a blessing to you. So I wrote the book. I'm going to write and direct a live play of the book next year, 2019.
Something you already have a history with. So that's something that you can actually show me. So there's a lot of different things that we all bring to the table, and that's awesome.
Wow. And then for David to introduce me to Denise, that's a director that direct movies and short movies, and David is going to write the screenplay for it. I wasn't going to tell him, but I'm going to share a little bit about what we're going to do in the month of May with the book, the audio.
Yes.
David has consented to be the narrator for the audio of my book. He'll turn your tears to diamonds. Isn't that incredible? So if you don't have time to read the book, because you may say,
I need feedback on that, though.
Busy,
I need feedback from the people. Do I have that voice for that? Do I have that voice?
Yes, call in 708
Do I have the voice for the audio book?
And say, yes, I think he'll have a good voice to do that audio. I could listen to Mr. Santiago as I drive my car. And sit back in my house in my big
think I
chair
do. I hope
with a cup
everybody
of
else
coffee
believes
or
so.
tea and listen to him narrate and talk to me. Let me see if he can and narrator say a little
Yeah,
something.
of course I can.
Let's start with and he'll just
try to put me on the spot.
Yes, I am. Let's see if you want to hear this voice.
I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I have to put my Barry White voice on.
Let's
okay.
start with the forward.
Okay. Here.
Let's see how he'll sound with the audio.
All right. Here's your forward. He'll turn your tears to diamonds is a delightful book about the integrity and dexterity of one of the greatest evangelists of our time, pastor, preacher, and teacher E.R. Allen, who serves as the cornerstone of this great book, told from the perspective of her eldest daughter. Enough. I don't have to say anymore.
Okay, I think that voice will do it. For ladies and for men, I think that'll do it. And
Absolutely.
I am just so excited that David has agreed to do that. So God is moving, and I want to hear about what's happening with you out there. I want you to read you yourself. And we're just here today sharing with you in testimony all the things that David told you that he does and that he's involved with out there in New York and New Jersey, all the things that God is blessing me to do here in Chicago. You have a story. There is something that you want to do. You say, you know what? I always wanted to do whatever it is. You. You don't have to sit back and say, well, it's too late to go back to school or it's too late to pursue that career. If it's something that you really want to do, you can you today.
Yes, you can.
David, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on as far as the world and the government. You know, people are just so distraught with all the violence that's in the land. I mean, my God, this is a time when people need to renew their consciousness and know how to just, move back from all of the violence, all of the shootings in the schools, shootings in the churches, shootings at concerts. You go to a concert and there's a man out there just shooting everybody up. I know people David, that don't even want to come out the house no more.
Yeah.
The paranoia has grown.
It's terrible. The thing is that, I don't even have to say that. Everybody, I would hope, feels that way. And some of the stuff that's going on out there is near and dear to me, of course, because we all get affected differently from it based on our experience and our background. The shooting of young black men on the street by law enforcement is a very terrible thing. And it angers me. And I don't want to feel like that about all law enforcement, because I know there's some very good law enforcement. I actually have friends and family in law enforcement as well.
Absolutely.
But, sometimes the bad outweighs the good. So, anytime those things happen, especially to our community and to our people, especially when a guy's is holding a cell phone and he's a young man who of course had his whole life in front of him, it really hurts. And, these things, we have to come together as a community, as a people, and try to figure out how we can absolve all this, get this stuff out of here. It just is not doing anybody good to be angry every day. One of the things that we both agree on, we hate energy sappers, because we come out here with this positive energy. I don't have the energy that Lynda has. She has some amazing energy, but I always try to stay positive, and I know people want to be positive, and sometimes they can't be positive because their situation is dictating something different. However, we need to try to come together and see some good things, feel good things, like everybody that was a guest on our show today, like Dr. Fisher, like this Christ Family Network makes me happy. Every time I walk in here, I love it. When I see him, I smile. Dr.
Big
Fisher,
ups to Christian Family
I think I have to move down here and see him every other day because he just makes me happy. Roland makes me happy. Dolores makes me happy.
Yes.
All these people do. So, there she goes smiling again. See? That big smile. But, we just hope that as a community that we can do some things to try to, clean some of this stuff up, make things better. I know it's difficult because there's some, underlining issues with race, poverty, and all these things. And also, I'm not going to get into that because, I know a lot of people have a lot to say about our current president and situation. But, we will take care of everything. And I'm not going to keep going on about this. So, how do you feel about some of these things?
I feel that, in the life that we're living in right now, I feel that it's very important for people to know that they can always go to God in prayer. You can always pray to God because some of this is so overwhelming. I know people that's afraid to even drive on the expressway. They're afraid to be out in a big open crowd.
Wow.
I have seniors that are widows that are afraid to actually come out once it gets dark because they're afraid of trying to get themselves back in the home and be safe. And I want to say to people that may be listening, your family. Let's just keep it 100. You know who out there in your family may not be 100% legit and out there terrorizing people. You see them leaving out the house. They may be in different organizations, and I don't want to say no particular label on no particular thing, but I'm just saying, if you know that you have people in your family that could be shady and could do harm to other humans, you need to have a talk with them and pull them to the side and say, you know what, I want to impart into you. Come and go to church with me. Let me talk to you, because when your people go out there and do something bad and they shoot people and kill people, it doesn't just affect them. Decisions that people make affect more than just them. So when you shoot and kill somebody, your family got to come and see you in jail. They got, your mother's heart is broken, your grandmother's heart is broken. The person that you've killed, their family is all distraught and their hearts are broken. The one decision that you made to do violence to one individual or to a group of individuals, you've caused a lot of hurt and pain to a whole lot of people.
Yes.
And I think that that's very selfish, excuse me. I think that you should maybe sit back and think about, before I go out here and take somebody's life, how's this going to affect the way my mom or my grandmother or my brother or my sister is going to feel? And if you go out there and shoot somebody's mother or brother or son for no reason, or even if you feel you have a reason, how would you feel if you got a phone call and somebody shot your son or your mother or your dad or your brother? Think about how the other person is going to feel when you take a life. Back in the day, I know men used to fist fight. They would put their backs to each other, count off 12 steps and turn around. But now, I mean, everybody has a gun. So that's forcing people to go to conceal and carry. People are going to conceal and carry because nobody's going to let you just walk up and take their life. Yes. We have a right to protect ourselves. We have a right to protect our families. So when you go out there now, even more so, you may say, oh, that's a little lady over there. That's an older man over there. Or that's just one person. You don't know what that person have on them. And the laws are changing. So you need to stop going out there being aggressive and doing things to people thinking that there's not going to be any consequence. People are not going to just lose their life because you're having a bad day. But what I'm saying to people is, you know your family. I have been in many courts. I have talked to many families in prayer and in counseling. Well, you know, he was always like that. He always had a bad temper. I can't believe that he did something like that. If you know that someone is like that in your family, before something happens in a bad way, go and pull that person in. The Bible says, with love and kindness have I drawn you. Talk to them. Pray with them. Try to get that person to change that attitude, because it only takes one person to take lives of many. And if each one could reach one, this world would be a much better place, David.
Yes, you hit it the nail on the head. I mean, we have to stop this. We don't even want to get to the point where we're talking about protecting yourself. We shouldn't have to. We should work on just loving each other.
Yes.
You know, just like the Reverend said today, Reverend Pitt said today, man. I mean, you know, he was awesome. So everything that he said is real. We just got to, you know, first and foremost, before we worry about where we go, what church we go to, or what outlet, we just got to learn to love each other, and all of that'll take care of itself.
Absolutely.
And it starts at home. Start loving yourself at home. Start loving yourself first and foremost. Then you can love everybody else properly. So, you know, once you get to that point, then you'll feel good. Yes. I had to do a lot of things to me and my thinking and grow and change for me to get to where I'm at today, where I can give everybody a smile. I could hold the door open for them. I can say, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? You know, I'm from a very rough area, you know, a place where it's very cold, where a lot of people consider us some of the, you know, rudest so-called people in the country, Jersey, New York area. And every day they're just like, you're not from around here, you know, not in the bad ways, because I always try to keep my energy up. Yes. I had my days, but, you know, it starts there, because once you can smile at somebody, you actually let their guard down a little bit.
So we're here today just to encourage you. We are here today just to let you know on the Reuse Show that we care about you. We care about your dreams. I don't want you to sit back in life. David is concerned about you just sitting back and saying, well, it's too late for me. It's never too late.
Never.
Whatever you feel that you want to do, go out there and start it today. You say, I wanted to have my own boutique, or I wanted to have my own football team, or I wanted to go back to college and be a school teacher. It's never too late. My number is 708-359-2746. 708-359-2746. Again, 708-359-2746. Pick up that phone. Give me a call. Let me know. You know what? Dr. Lynda Washington Law, David, I have a story to tell. I want to come on your Reuse Show. I want to come and let you know how God did some things in my life. Just like you wrote that book, Dr. Washington, and you had no idea it was going to be made into a live movie and a play. I am so excited. You see me getting choked up. I'm starting to cough. I'm even taking my sunglasses. If I say, David, let's be cool on the Read You show today.
There you go.
Let's go out there with our gear on, Read You, and let's just be cool. But you know what? In all honesty, God is a miracle worker. And all the things that we're doing, all the things that David is doing, that I'm doing, we could not be where we were without somebody praying for us and loving us and supporting us. So we're loving and praying and supporting you today. If you don't do nothing else, at the end of the day, make sure you take time to love yourself enough to invest in yourself. Like I wrote my book, He'll Turn Your Tears to Diamonds. Also, the Lord blessed me to have a journal to go along with the workbook. This is a phenomenal thing that we've been able to do. And if God did it for me, know that God will also do it for you. So don't just sit back and don't do nothing with your life. Know that you are very special to God, and you should read you. Read you. Thank you for tuning in to the Read You show. And until next time, God bless you.
Thank you.
And make it a great day.
Peace.